Okay, we are about to watch Ace of Cakes on demand right now. Okay, sit. And go.
This season of Chopped is going to be the best ever. Do you have the chops to take a risk? So overwhelming. Our mystery ingredient baskets are just out of this world. Do you have the chops to keep it cool? My mind goes blank. Amazing characters, and yet also really very good. The chops face the truth.
It's anyone's game still.
And you only have 30 minutes. Do you have the chops? Not in Chopped. I think people have no idea how hard Chopped is.
I'm panicking, I'm sweating, I'm going crazy.
Chopped, Tuesday nights at 10 on Food Network.
This week is huge. I've been invited to throw out the first pitch at a real Red Sox game. And we're making a cake for the Boston Pops.
One of the spheres got a little bit damaged.
Duff has been invited to be a guest conductor.
After pastry school, I decided to make cakes my way. So I set up shop and hired the most talented people I know, my friends. We do it all. Make it bigger, make it better, make it awesome. For me, it's all about the cake.
Today's my birthday, and Mark and Lauren and Gabe made me a punch cake. The punch cake is the cake that I'm gonna punch.
Catherine, for some reason, likes to punch cakes.
I make a birthday.
I want to hold it for you.
I'm not gonna punch it that hard.
Use your face.
No, I'm not using my face.
Use all your body.
Punch it really hard.
Just do whatever you want.
She lined up and she punched right into it.
That was incredible.
That just blew up. We got some big anniversaries this week. We got the 85th running of the Virginia Gold Cup. We have the 125th anniversary of the Boston Pops.
The Boston Pops Orchestra is celebrating their 125th year.
I am so excited about the Pops. I can't tell you. Like, I grew up in Massachusetts. You know, I grew up seeing the Pops, and it's just like going up there and actually making a cake for these guys. It's gonna be pretty incredible.
The cake portion of our cake for the Pops is a band shell that they play a lot of their outdoor shows.
The Boston Pops cake is really cool. It's like this really bizarre random mix of things. Two of the Boston sports mascots will be represented on the cake. The bulk of it is going to be the clamshell venue where they're sort of most known for playing. They also have this neon sign, which is another well-known visual.
We're replicating the Pops sign. I'm gonna have to build a structure to hold all the letters up and then wire up some neon-looking lights to go in there. At least it's only 4 letters. Thank them for that. We are providing cakes for the anniversary of the Virginia Gold Cup, run for many, many years by horses.
Starting to lay out the interior structure for the trophy. It's the Virginia Gold Cup's 85th anniversary, and we're making a gigantic trophy.
The Virginia Gold Cup is a steeplechase race that's run annually in Virginia. The horses jump over walls and streams, and whoever is the fastest wins a trophy.
My job is to make the structure and carve the cake around it, and then Mary Smith will pipe it and decorate it.
Mary Smith has to do all the piping, and it's kind of intense because there's a lot of stuff, and there's cupids and curlicues and fleur-de-lis. Like, there's a lot of piping going on.
Mary's leaving for Korea, and I've got to get this to her as soon as possible, which will be tomorrow morning. So Mary essentially will have a day to pipe and decorate like mad.
The cake for the Boston Pops Orchestra, there's going to be a big sign that's sticking out that's actually going to be spinning that's going to say 125. Can you give me a step-by-step how to build the Lazy Susan sandwich? Ben has a really scientific mind. He's really good at looking at something, breaking it up into its own parts. He's not really good at explaining it.
So build a base that's thicker than the motor is tall so that the spindle can come out just above the Lazy Susan. And then screw through the wood at an angle.
What? What are you... Ben, you're not helping. Here. I wish Norm Abrams was here. I don't know what he was talking about. Mm-hmm.
You're carving a lot of little lines.
Pourquoi? It's kind of broke. So Adam deep-panned the cake broke in half.
We lost a little bit of it in the dismount. We're gonna try to patch it up a little bit and pretend it never happened.
We generally don't like to waste cake, and so if a cake comes out of the pan and it's a little dinged up and it's not quite perfect, there's easy ways to sort of piece it back together.
How'd you fix it?
I did a little grafting.
Cake grafting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you stick it on buttercream?
Oh, you know about that too?
Adam fixed it. Put buttercream in the middle, stuck it together, put it back in the fridge, and cooled it off. And that buttercream would happen with the fat actually grab the cake. So if it comes out in two, you can fix it. And Adam did a great job of it.
I guess Adam said this cake was damaged, but it seems to show no signs of damage at all. I don't know what he was talking about.
So I got this motor and I want to make this sign spin. Takes me a while, but I can build things. Yeah, I think I'm batting like 300, 350.
That's Hall of Fame numbers.
Ben explained how he does this. I just couldn't really follow what he was talking about.
I'm actually building a machine, and so far so good. Please work.
Not the smoothest action in the world, is it? Oh, that's not good. Don't really want that to be happening, but it is. I went for it. I'm telling you, man, it's not my day. It just didn't work.
Why can't you get that to spin?
It's a long story.
Flange.
This is a wire system. Just never failed before, but for some reason it didn't work today.
Must be the humidity.
Thanks for that. Same old story, me and motors, right? Always having problems with it.
Got to make sign spin. Take 64.
That's not nice. I'm really trying over here.
It's pretty slow. So slow you can't even detect it. Wow. Yeah, let's go. Can we do that?
It's kind of a rough go of it, but it works. I'm going to get fitted for a tux.
Hello?
Let's get this party started. It's Mexican made easy.
Mexican Made Easy. All new episodes Saturday morning at 9:30 on Food Network.
I've not only been invited to conduct the Boston Pops Orchestra, but also to throw out the first pitch at a real Red Sox game at Fenway. Well, I'm throwing out a first pitch at Fenway on Monday.
You need to be practicing.
Yeah.
I get this email that's like, hey, we're emailing from the Red Sox, and we heard you're going to be in town, so if Jeff wants to throw the first pitch out at the Red Sox game at Fenway, let me know. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to guess that would be a yes.
My dream, my whole life, to throw out a first pitch at Fenway. Step back. See, I got this.
Painting this seashell for the Boston Orchestra Symphony Hall. It's covered with these zigzag lines and a zigzag head.
So the Boston Pops cake is going to be huge. It's going to be 16 sheet cakes carved down into the clamshell. It's going to be about 3.5 feet tall.
I'm carving the shell for the Boston Pops cake. We're just going to make the shape of the shell with the cake, and then the flat side will be the front. And Anna is going to paint a scene on that. It's going to give it the depth of the shell. It'll look pretty cool when it's done.
Mary's starting to decorate the trophy. Now we've just got a lot of white decorating, and then we spray it gold, and then put Lauren's figures on.
I'm just gonna take it step by step and not really overthink it. It's a really ornate cup, so it gets a lot of decoration. It's gonna take a little bit of time.
Mary Smith is very good at creating designs, and she has a good ability to pipe patterns so they're consistent, which I think is a very unique skill. Cutting out the Virginia Lottery logo.
I did about 4 of those logos maybe 2 weeks ago.
That's what I'm doing this week.
Here's the flashback sequence, right? They'll play it right now. And we kind of know a lot.
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Boring.
Somehow, Duff has been invited to be a guest conductor at this big, huge anniversary show.
The Boston Pops Orchestra really wanted me to be a guest conductor. I got really nervous, and Mary Alice and I had a discussion about what you wear as a conductor, and she was like, "Well, you wear a tuxedo." I was like, "I don't wear tuxedos."
I'm going to get fitted for a tux. That's a fail.
You can't conduct the Pops without.
Well, I think it'd be kind of hilarious if I'm wearing a tux because I'm kind of not known for my fashion sense.
I think they'll appreciate it.
It's a Boston Pops. I mean, you got to show some respect. Plus, it'd be really funny to see me in a tuxedo.
I think I'm done. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm happy with it. I'm probably a little OCD, and that's why I can repeat the intricate pattern around the whole thing. I actually really enjoy it too. It's not that painstaking for me. I think it's worthy of the Virginia Gold Cup. Maybe better than the Virginia Gold Cup.
The piping looked great. The whole cup looked great. It's one of those things that, like, you do all this work, you know, it's just like this big white cake. It doesn't look like much, and then you spray it with the color, and then all of a sudden, it looks like a trophy. That's really when the cake looks finished and when it looks good.
Oy vey, Mira. What is that? Hello? Oh my God, come in! Oh my God, come in! You have to come in now.
In walked Duff in the world's most formal tuxedo, and it was a riot in the bakery. Everyone was just freaking out because nobody's seen Duff ever in a tie.
A cane. A cane.
Like the mayor of Baltimore.
I didn't know what to say. I was speechless. It was incredible. I think he looked great.
You know what's really nice?
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a conductor. Right now, I am at Fenway. I am standing right next to home plate. I'm nervous, man. I can't mess this up.
Food people really love the culture and the authenticity of food. I grew up in South Louisiana. Food
Really comes out in the food. You gotta get in and you gotta get your hands dirty from the seed to the plate.
Duff delivered the Virginia Gold Cup cake down to Virginia.
I love walking into a place with a cake like this, just like head held high and just like, check it out. Look at my guys did.
The Virginia Gold Cup cake was going to the race itself, which is in the Plains, Virginia.
That trophy cake was majestic. It was a giant trophy. It looked like the Gold Cup.